Yo, what's going on, homies? It's your boy Stump back for the OPTC video. And in today's video, we just did something, alright? We actually went back in on the Sentamaru PvP banner. We actually did 5 multis. Picked up a Garp, which was kind of cool, which you guys saw in a previous video. Picked up an evolved copy of Garp, which baited me on Red Hockey, but then we actually got Red Hockey again for the 5th multi, and we managed to pick up Sentamaru. No bait, no nothing, literally just the Red Hockey there. So, like, it would have been, like, absolutely crazy just to see this just sort of pop. But, obviously, we knew it was coming thanks to that Red Hockey animation. So, we love it when we pick up a new PvP legend because we can do a PvP showcase. Yeah, love it. Strength has become so disgustingly strong, like so ridiculously strong, that it's in a prime position to probably be the best team in the game now. That and Powerhouse has just so much versatility, so many different characters that you guys can use, and with the release of the level limit break of the waifus, as well as the Kuma Super Evolution level limit break, then you have this Sentamaru, we have the new Luffy who you can run on strength as well. Like, it's just been getting buff after buff after buff, and the amount of damage output, the amount of shenanigans that you can throw at the team with Forced Out now and Confusion, it's just absolutely wild. Plus, this team can actually get better if you have Uta as well. Uta has a super special, and you can run her, the Christmas one, over Blackbeard to get more cooldown reduction, to get more defense and get healing and just do some really, really fun stuff there. So, as you can see though, it's not really necessary. Like, we're, what, 30 seconds into the fight and Luffy's using his special. Luffy goes and things die. Like I said, you can run the new strength Luffy, but the anniversary exclusive Luffy, the Film Red one, he's just better. Like, he's on a strength team, he is just a better unit. The revives are obviously nice, and having this extra buff to free spirit characters is also nice, but as you can see here, like, we're realistically only running 3 free spirit characters if you were to run that particular Luffy, and the attack buff you're getting, it's really not that big of a deal. It's good for Luffy, but it's not really good for anyone else. So having the ability to just kill 6 units compared to killing 3 units is just awesome, even though the 0.5 damage is a little bit different. Plus, I'm sure most people have more investment in the anniversary exclusive Luffy than the brand new shiny New Year's Super Sugo character that is Gear 5 Luffy. So, and that's what we're rocking. As you can see, we have the waifus in the middle slot there. They start with a shield, so they're absolutely incredible to be put in the front slot. Their new ability, where they hit a wider range for the confusion buff, and their level limit break passive, which just purely buffs strength and no striker shit, is just, it's so damn valuable, so ridiculously valuable. As I mentioned, Blackbeard, Jack, or Uta work great as a bulky unit in the front slot. I like to run Blackbeard because he has a lot of nerfing against the primary colors of Strength, Dex, and Quick, and they are always going to pop up everywhere. Like, no matter where you go, you will find Quick units, you'll find Dex units, you'll find Strength units. They will be scattered amongst class teams. They'll be scattered, obviously, in their like rainbow teams, and then obviously in their primary teams you're going to find them there as well. Then we got Kobe. Kobe gives fighter characters a nice buff to their cooldowns, and then he obviously has the ability to give haste as long as you have a straw hat. And normally I would run Sanji, the PvP Sanji, but with the waifu level limit break, you actually don't need to anymore. You can literally just bring the waifus, and you're basically covered. Now, I did take on the slasher fight, and things did get very dicey for the strength team. This slasher fight can just go in 2 ways. You can either win and not lose a single character because you killed the right units early, or you get into a position where they just absolutely decimate you because S-Hawk goes crazy, the counters of the Sulong so nuts, the level limit break 5 of Roger Ellie Gaban is just crazy. So we managed to clutch it out because Luffy didn't die, and I actually put Kuma on the bench for this fight purely because I knew I was going to lose a character with S-Hawk. Like, once S-Hawk comes in and hits, like, you are going to lose a character. Plus, Roger Ellie Gaban hit so hard that I thought I was going to lose a unit there too. So, the bench for strength has so many options. Obviously, they don't have too many great legends that you can use. The Rush Kaido is probably the one that comes to mind as, like, the best option for a bench character. Like, you can run Strength Kid, but, dude, that character is so damn old that we're just, like, itching for his 6+. When his 6+ comes out, I guarantee you he's just going to be, like, he's just going to walk into the bench of this particular team, and then we can just run Kuma in the front consistently. But then, again, like, then you have to replace Uta, and you're doing some fun stuff there. But Sentamaru, he's the guy we want to talk about today, right? Sentamaru is a very interesting character. He's a very strong character, to be honest. I was kind of blown away with what this character does. He's a free spirit strength unit, and he buffs both strength and free spirit in Rumble. I think I'll put together like a free spirit showcase as well once we get the strength one out. I wanted to do strength first just because like strength is just so damn strong, and I've been gassing up strength for like the last 6 videos we've been doing PvP because of like Kuma, because of like waifus, and then now, well, actually because of the Luffy as well. So it's just been so much going strength's way. But the upside to Sentamaru is that he has this very interesting ability in his passive where if anyone dies on the team, he gives level 3 CD reduction for the entire crew. That is a permanent buff. On top of that, with his special, he gives the unit with the highest attack level 10 attack and level 5 cooldown reduction. So this is basically always going to go into your strength Luffy, like always. Obviously, if you have different investments here and there, like it might choose another unit, but once you max out your anniversary strength Luffy, that character is the one that's always getting the cooldown reduction. They're the one that's always getting the attack buff, and this is just allowing you to hit so much harder with the strength Luffy special. Strength Luffy is immune to half stats as well, which is like a real prominent way of stopping characters like this. It's a big issue with stuff like S-Hawk and Kuma. I think Kuma can get hit by half stats. Those characters struggle a little bit because once they get hit by half stats, they aren't actually doing nearly as much with the damage potential they have. But Luffy, he doesn't take the half attack. Sentamaru is giving him attack. He's giving him the cooldown reduction, which is allowing him to get his special back. And then you partner this with Kobe, who's giving the cooldown reduction as well. It works so damn nicely. Imagine if you had Uta like sitting where Blackbeard is too, and then Uta's getting cooldown reduction too. Like, you're doing so much. And like I said, you can easily run Kuma in the front here if you don't have Sentamaru. Like, it's not that big of a deal because Kuma's so good, and you can just bring Kuma into the front. But having a unit like Kuma just waiting on the bench with all these monsters in the front, like Luffy, like waifus, like Kobe, like you just don't really need to have that extra damage in the front. And you definitely can do it. I think we actually pivot and bring Kuma into the front for one of the fights in today's video. I think it's in the next fight, actually. I think we do 4 fights. We take on the new strength fight last. We did slashes, we did Dex. I kept Blackbeard in the front for Dex for like obvious reasons because he's nerfing Dex, strength, and quick. And then I think we take on the York fight. I think that's the next one. And that's where we bring in Kuma because I feel like that team's actually quite bulky and has a lot of healing potential. So I feel like we pivot, we drop Blackbeard to the bench and we run Kuma. And look, that's a very viable like option because you have so much extra defense with Kuma, and when you bring in Sentamaru, you also get defense as well, so you can do some fun stuff there. But Sentamaru on paper, like when I first read his kit, like I wasn't super impressed with what the unit was doing, and I didn't really think that he was going to be like a go-for character for strength-based teams. Strength, like I said, they've had so many like buffs that it was pretty hard to find a place for him. But then after utilizing him on strength, I was just super blown away. On top of the fact that he gives the cooldown reduction, the extra attack with his special, he also does a fixed damage shot to, I believe it's the character with the lowest HP. Correct me in the comment section if I'm wrong with that, but I'm pretty sure every time I've been hit by Sentamaru or I've used the Sentamaru special, it's always hit the character with the lowest HP. On top of that, he gives himself 20-second shield. You can easily run him in that middle slot, and stereotypically, I would run him where Luffy is and then push Luffy out to the side, just because I don't want Luffy taking too many shots, and then Sentamaru is building up a shield anyway. But remember, when a character dies, Sentamaru is giving that level 3 cooldown reduction, and you kind of want Sentamaru to hang around, so having him on the wings isn't the worst thing in the world. So very powerful abilities, just basically buffing the character that hits the hardest. If you guys don't have the strength Luffy maxed out, maybe you have Kuma maxed out. In this video, my Kuma is level limit break 4 after receiving the extra copies from the PvP buff. So yeah, Kuma goes crazy, man. Like Kuma honestly is probably, like, I would put Kuma up there as like the best PvP legend in the game now. I think he's at level limit break 4 and 6+, which is obviously a lot of extra buffs to what S-Hawk has. I do think he's better than S-Hawk. If you're running him on a strength team, especially, he can definitely do better things than S-Hawk can. However, S-Hawk has that viability of just being thrown on the bench, and saying that though, Kuma does have that same viability. We're already doing it before he's 6+, and now we're just doing it with more damage. Like, hitting a bunch of units, and then hitting 3 units that go through defense, and then having the option to force out up to 3 debuffing style characters is just absolutely wild, man. It's actually crazy what he's bringing to the table. The confusion of the waifus is really cheeky too. Stops characters like Yamato, stops characters like Bonnie and stuff like that, as you guys saw there. You have to worry about death hits. It's just absolutely hilarious. He's easily killed. So some really nice stuff for the strength-based team. Really good damage to take down these bulkier based builds. Some really nice damage to take on Dex, as you guys saw. We just absolutely blitzed our way through the strength fight. I'd be very interested to see how it goes up against like a really good invested slasher team. Like, don't get me wrong, the PvP challenge fight for slashers is actually quite hard because of those level limit break buffs. But if you hit the right units at the right time, you'll actually take them down. And if you have the right character in the front, like you bring S-Hawk into the front of that slasher team, and then you change up a few bench options, like you're going absolutely crazy with that. And then with Free Spirit, if you start talking like the waifu 6+ character, start talking with their super special, you start talking Odin Kinemon Dendro with their super special, and then Roger Relic with their super special. I think Free Spirit could probably shake up the meta a lot too, and that's sort of where you see the top 3 best teams. Like strength with full investment, Powerhouse with full investment, Slasher with full investment, and then Free Spirit with full investment. Like, those 4 teams are just like, they're in a league of their own purely because of the extra investment abilities of Level Limit Break and Super Special. So finishing it off, we are going to take on the Strength team, which ironically has a lot of the Level Limit Break buffs. Like, Jack's got Level Limit Break 5 here. That's why you see the 99 abilities. And then the bench characters of Kuma, Waifus, and Ace are all level 150 in terms of their abilities, but they are just sitting at level 99. On top of that, Uta is also at level 150. She has her super special ability, but as you can see there, we actually just kill her like so much faster than we need to. The confusion ability of the waifus can just make or break fights. It doesn't actually break fights anymore. It used to be like if it didn't work, you lost. But now it's kind of like, oh, it didn't work. That's cool. Like, we're still in a good spot. And when it does work, it's so devastating for the opposition that they just honestly can't recover. Like, Luffy lost his special, Kobe lost his special. Now they're waiting 45 years to try and get their special back around. And like, we're just getting our specials back like willy-nilly. So as you can see, I pushed Sentamaru into the middle. This is basically how I run my strength setup most of the time. But again, you can easily bring Kuma into the front lines if you don't have Sentamaru. Run this very similar setup. Not worry about Sentamaru, just get him down the line and then just run Kuma in the front. But I find Blackbeard, or obviously Uta, is just a great option for bulk and doing some more nuisancey abilities. But that's going to wrap up the video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. If you did, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, do all that good stuff. Let me know what you guys think of Sentamaru in the comment section below. Would you run him? Would you not run him? I think he's fantastic, and he's definitely going to find a way onto my strength team and my free spirit team moving forward. But like button, as I mentioned, hit the subscribe button, do all that good stuff. Thank you all for watching, and I'll catch you all in the next one.